Welcome to Sydney Airport. For those who are regulars on my channel, I'm just arriving back from South Korea and I've had a great time, but this is what I have come back to. Sydney Airport, every single flight that's landed today has been unable to get through immigration. The airport has crashed. All of their systems are down. We've been standing here for a while already, and apparently the e-ticket system is broken. All of those gates over there that we usually go to are out of order. So I would ask everyone here of my regulars, do me a favour and tweet this out, tweet this video and share it on Facebook, anything you like, the live stream. Let people know that this is what's happening today. There's people over there right now turning the machines off because they're broken. She's opening them with a key and turning them all off. This is media. This is media. This is media. This is media. They don't want me to show this. They're trying to get me to not have the press showing what's happening over here. This is not a communist country. In Australia, we have free media. Welcome to Australia. Welcome to Australia, the border. And it's not just here. If you have a look back, this a few moments ago was totally crowded inside the duty-free area as well. You couldn't get in there. We haven't even got to the immigration gate, let alone baggage and everything else that comes. Anyway, so who's watching today? Well, wanting you to stop from broadcasting, yes, Steve? Like I said before, go and tweet this out and send it on YouTube or anything else you like. On Facebook. Welcome to Australia, where we can't come home. Hey Cardoso, hey Matthew, hello Steve. The funny thing is my wife and daughter have separated from me because they're going through the traditional queue, I think, and I'm in the e-passport queue, but I think the Australian queue is broken. So international people get a fast way out, I think. Who won the battle to be the last message in Ken Heron's TNL? That was a while ago, before I left. So, again, we're live. This is Sydney Airport. I might turn the camera around so I can keep sharing that. There we go, that's better. Now I can read the chat at the same time. So there's all of the smart gates. They're not so smart today. None of them are working. What's the delay? The system crashed. The Australian government and the immigration system has crashed. It's down, it's dead. And we're not going anywhere fast. Am I getting good reception? Yeah, it's on Wi-Fi.
Border Force controlled area, you can't video here.
Yeah, you can arrest me. I'm not videoing, I'm live streaming. This is live. I'm not videoing, it's live. So again, they don't want the media to have a look at what's happening here. Yeah, he left quick. No, I can't see either. But this is not video. This is live stream. So I'm not recording. Well, they should have systems that work. Are you happy to say hello on YouTube? Hello, where are you from?
I live in Australia, originally from Iran.
You're in Australia?
I live in Australia.
Okay. And you're coming home. Where did you visit today?
I live in Paris, Iran.
In where?
In Iran.
In Iran. Welcome back. Welcome back to insanity. Have you ever seen it like this before? Not in Australia. I mean, I've travelled many countries and I've never seen this in Australia ever.
I haven't seen it in Australia, but I've seen that before.
Yeah. Can someone who's watching the stream today do me a favour and tweet this out on the Fox News and Sky News hashtag? Thanks, Matthew. Just do a search in Twitter for Sky News or Fox News. Thanks, Matthew. How long has it been down? I think it's been down all morning. The airport opens at 6 a.m. and the time I think now, can't see my clock while I'm live streaming. I think it's maybe, what time is it, about 8? 7:52, good guess. So I think it's been down all morning. Thanks, Steve. Hello, Mason. Nice to see you. Yeah, thanks, Maddie. I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's a long way over there. See, there's the step to e-passport self-service, and then there's all other passport holders, and that's a long, long way in the distance. I can't even read the sign over there, it's so far away. Thanks, Cardoso. Starting to move a little bit. Yeah, 1 foot, that's about it. So for anyone that may be watching this outside of my regular audience, I do give permission for this to be rebroadcasted, retransmitted or whatever. This is currently coming live from Sydney Airport, where I've had 2 people already approach me and tell me not to record. Well, I'm not recording. I'm not recording at all. I'm live streaming. This is live on YouTube. And I've informed them of that. And here's our SmartGate system in all its glory. Totally inoperative. And this is what we've got instead. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Yeah, welcome home. Thanks, Chris. I don't know if you can see to the end over there. There's the wonderful gates. Anyone who's just rejoined, feel free to tweet this out as well. This is Sydney Airport Live. Their systems have crashed. They're not able to process people using the smart gates over there. They're totally dead. Here we go. Step 1, 10 years and above. Scan your passport. The sign's there telling us to clear immigration faster. Maybe they should turn that one off. You didn't know? Are you okay to be on YouTube? No, you don't want to be? Okay. That's all right.
So I wonder if they're delayed.
Sorry?
Delayed.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Grumpy Vlogger. I think I need you here. You can be grumpy and talk about this. Welcome to Sydney Airport, where our border control system is down. It's crashed. E-passport self-service that they're talking about over there, it doesn't work. For those who've arrived a little bit late on the stream, quick update. We landed early on the flight that I was on. When we landed, we were told that it's going to be a slow and late taxi from the gate because the previous aircraft had not yet cleared the gate. So we stood on the runway for a while, or not on the runway, on the taxiway I would assume, and eventually got into our gate. Once we got out of the gate, the very first thing I saw was 3 SmartGate passport booths, and those SmartGate passport booths had paper over them saying they were not operating, they were inoperative. Then we continued through. I got to the duty free and I saw what looked like a big mass of people ahead. I wanted to go into the duty free and purchase something. In hindsight, I suppose it didn't really matter. No matter if you were buying duty free or not, you still couldn't get through because there was just no movement in the people ahead. So eventually, my wife and daughter, who are travelling on a non-Australian passport, they've gone to the left and all of the Australians are on the right. Travelling cattle class today, unable to move.
show you what he's doing.
Twice I've had some people ask me if I can stop recording. I informed them that I wasn't recording, that I'm live streaming. So I'm not recording anything.
I think it's something. I found the other day. No. So who gets...
I think I'm showing my age. I've got to pull the iPhone away from my eyes to read what people are saying. Can you just type in bigger fonts?
No, not necessarily space, just like...
You don't know what I said? Maybe I'm covering the microphone, apologies. I'm trying to hold the phone and carry bags. There we go, let's readjust. For the Fox News Sky Channel. How long will it last? Well, all I know at the moment is that the gates are still inoperative and that people are being processed manually. And my arm's getting tired. Let me swap arms.
Thank you.
Oops, sorry. So let me continue anyway. I'll just quickly recap. So I arrived on a flight from Seoul, Korea at around 9 a.m. today. First indication of any problem was that we were told that our gate was not ready and not available. And we stood on the taxiway for a fair while waiting to move. Eventually we moved and got off at our gate. First indication of a problem was when it's very, very close to the gate where we disembarked from, and they had paper over them saying they were inoperative. So then we went further and I saw in the duty-free store, the entire duty-free store was full of people beginning to end. There was no movement forward or backwards through that area. From what I then saw as I got a little bit further down, we went to the e-passport booths and they were all with not working signs on them, and eventually someone came along with keys and turned them off, and there's been no announcements, no broadcasts or anything to let anyone know exactly what's going on or how long it's going to be till it's fixed. So at this point, having been there for I don't know, at least an hour, if not more. I'm finally getting to the point where there's only a few hundred people in front of me. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Lost the Wi-Fi for a minute. Let's just have a look back. As far as the eye can see, there's just a sea of people here. Thanks, Matthew. Appreciate the like. I just heard in the background some announcement about transit and so forth. I don't know what the detail was, but I assume they're trying to make it easy for people trying to transit to other flights.
Yeah, it's a long queue inside here. So, because the lead gates are not working. So, there are thousands of people waiting at the immigration.
Quick recap for everyone. So I arrived on a flight from South Korea. When we got to the tarmac, we stood still on the tarmac for a while, I assume on the taxiway. And at that point, the pilot notified us that the gate that we were meant to be arriving at was inoperative. Well, not so much inoperative, but they said that there was someone else at that gate. I just saw some people going backwards there. It looked like paramedics. There's maybe someone suffering with heat stroke from standing here so long. So, as I was saying, arrived from Seoul, Korea, on the taxiway for a long time because our gate was still occupied. So there was obviously some problems with departures as well, I'm guessing. And once that plane had left, then we got in, we parked, got inside. This is live on YouTube. Are you able to make a statement? This is live on the news. I'm not recording. I'm not recording. This is not recording. This is not recording. This is live.
Can't put images in the airport on
There's actually a permission note on the Border Force website relating to media, and this is definitely a media event. And it says to try and get permission ahead of time where possible. There's no possible. It is an unusual thing, and I think you'll agree. It's a matter of national interest.
You need to turn your phone off in a customs controlled area.
Okay, I'm not in the customs controlled area.
Yeah, you are.
So can you make a statement for me?
No, mate. No. Stand by. I'll be back.
Okay. So, as you can see, we've got this problem here and they're trying to hide behind rules and regulations. I'm not recording. You can only hear on your right speaker now. That could have been famous. Yeah. Again, to my regulars, if you want to tweet this out, Sky News, that would be really good. So they actually explained a short while ago, there was someone yelling out that there's a nationwide outage for all Border Force services, all of their IT services nationwide. The interesting thing is I actually spoke to someone when I was originally departing Australia a couple of weeks ago. They said they were having a trial of a new system and that trial was designed to last for 2 weeks. And I've been out of the country for pretty much exactly 2 weeks. I'm making a guess that they probably cut back to their original system, but had some problems as part of doing that. And again, just to recap, so upon arrival, we were told that there's already a plane in our gate and that we couldn't do anything about that. We were sitting in the taxiway, the plane wasn't progressing anywhere. After that, we eventually came inside. Once we did come inside, first thing we saw was 3 SmartGates. Those SmartGates were inoperative and had paper on them, saying that they were out of order. Thereafter, we came a little bit further, and we saw an absolute flood of people, as if every plane arrived at the same time. I'm guessing they were holding the planes back, hoping that they were going to fix their IT problem with enough time, but obviously they didn't. Eventually we got into the duty-free area, people were not moving. I couldn't see this far ahead at the time, but I'm guessing that those glass doors in front of me were probably locked and closed at the time. We're still a fair way away from the border. But then there was a kind of a big, massive movement at one point where we moved forward significantly. And upon doing that, we kind of deduced that the immigration system was down. So that's where we're at. So very, very soon, out of respect for the immigration process, I will stop streaming very, very shortly because it's not appropriate to film in that area, but we're still in the duty-free area before we get to the SmartGate area. Still a long way to go. There's our friends over there. As I said, I'm going to intend to stop recording at this point because it's not appropriate beyond those gates. They're handing out water to people now, which is really cool.
Good manners. Love that.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to record beyond those.
Okay, good. I just want to make
No,
sure
I'm not going to.
discussion with
Yeah.
customs.
Yeah.
No problems.
Look, I have no problems with doing anything stupid for Border Force or compromising our nation's security. But by the same token, this is a incident of national interest. So I'm trying to find the balance between the two.
Fair enough, mate. When you get to the doors, as long as you don't film too far into the area, so
No, as soon as
the infrastructure in the area,
No.
can't film that either.
Yeah,
so you
no, I
understand that?
fully
So
understand that, no
even
problem.
if you go too high and
No.
okay,
Understood.
but if you want to film the crowds,
Yeah.
go for gold.
So this is live on YouTube. This is not actually recording.
Okay, fair enough. Whatever.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know who watches this sort of stuff, but go for
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, mate. I'll
Shut
be
it
respectful.
Shut it off when you get close.
Are you a freelance journalist or?
I've got a YouTube channel, and through that, I've tweeted this out to mainstream media, to Sky and Fox News, so that they can pick it up. Yeah.
You've been getting the find us.
Sorry?
You're not even getting paid for this.
No, but I'm having fun.
All right. Well, as long as
But by the same token, on the channel, it gets views up, which eventually gets you to monetize it and get some revenue off the YouTube channel as well.
As long as you understand that it is an offence to film into a customs controlled area.
Yeah, and that's why I said I'm not going beyond those glass doors.
As in not film,
Just so you know as well, there's probably been about 20 or 30 cameras out
I
here.
have no doubt. I know
Yeah.
we live in the modern world and
Yeah.
everyone owns a camera.
Yeah.
Uh,
So just had a chat to the AFP, and I said, look, as I said to you guys even before they arrived here, I'm not going to film beyond those glass doors there. I think we've definitely covered the challenge here, and just to recap, there is a nationwide outage of our Border Force infrastructure today, affecting everyone arriving at every airport in the country. So that's the challenge we've got. Thanks, Steve. So guys, I'm going to sign off now. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hit the like button.